Hi, I'm Rebecca Rogers.
And I'm Jackie Batsinduka.
And this is Slumber Party, the #1 news station for young people today. Tonight's top story, be the change you wish to see in the world. We've all heard that phrase. Well, for many of us, we first heard it when we were kids. But can young people really change the world? The Kielburger brothers, Craig and Mark, they sure seem to think we could. Their once popular organization, We Charity, was built on this belief.
Founded in 1996, We Charity focused on raising funds for education, healthcare, food security, and access to clean water for children all around the world. By 2008, they infiltrated Canadian schools with their youth programming. They enlisted the help of kids to continue their efforts in a variety of fundraising methods. But by 2020, stories of corruption, deception, and exploitation surrounded We Charity. It was revealed that the now-disgraced organization did more to help those that were oppressing the very people they initially set out to aid.
Tonight, we investigate the young people who unknowingly took part in We Charity's ruse, asking them and ourselves, is there truly a wee-wee in me?
Wee-wee?
Yeah, you know, the general we within the specific. The we.
Can we say that on air?
Of course we can, right? Just put the graphic up. In French, maybe? Patching in live to the studio to tell us their experience with We Charity, it's a black teen from 2010.
Thank you. It's really nice to be here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you supposed to be kept anonymous?
Oh no. I'm just calling in with my iPod Touch.
Alrighty. Well, a big part of the ways in which We Charity raised funds and helped children overseas is their voluntourism trips to Africa. Could you please tell us just a little bit about your experience on one of these trips?
Well, my school's made up of Caitlin's, Karen's, even a white Keisha. I mean, a Kesha, sure, but a white Keisha? Anyways, I thought going on a volunteer trip to Kenya would be a great opportunity. Not only to be in a place where I'm not a minority for the first time, but to be able to help out people that look like me. Boy, was I wrong. The minute we stepped off of the plane, there was an entire staff there to do everything for us. Owiti would cook all of our meals. Socorro was driving us everywhere. They even had Zarifa fetching us buckets of warm water anytime we wanted to take a shower. We didn't have to lift a finger if we didn't want to.
Well, it sounds like a vacation.
Tell me about it. And as the only black kid there, it felt super weird receiving all of their help and not doing anything in return.
Well, when did your charitable work actually begin?
Well, on the 5th day, I was sick of getting pampered, so I decided to do what we initially set out to do, help build a well. So I had Socorro show me where the well was being built, and I grabbed a shovel and started going to work. There I was, cranking it like Soulja Boy, when out of the corner of my eye, I could see some of the staff members looking at a phone, and then looking at me, and then back at the phone. I waved and started walking over to them when one of them yelled out, "Oprah!" I smiled because I love Oprah. If the energy that I was giving off was rich and benevolent, then I'm here for it. But then I saw what they were looking at.
What was it?
It was a picture of Oprah in the color purple. Apparently the energy that I was giving off was slave. On the final day, the Kenyans decided to give us all gifts. Caitlin got a decorative rug, Karen got a hand-sewn dress, even white Keisha got a traditional necklace.
And what did you get?
Socorro's immigration application.
Oh my. Well, Thank you for bravely sharing your story with us.
Thanks. Live, laugh, love.
Back to you, Jackie.
Earlier today, I sat down with Aryan Sagittarius, diving into her world as a self-proclaimed social entrepreneur. Here's what she had to say about her chosen career path. Thank you so much for inviting us into your
Industrial Mind Palace, or office. Thank you so much for having me, and please, call me Ari.
An avid We Charity participant in her youth, Aryan attended a record 36 We Days. It was at these We Days that she learned about social entrepreneurship. You call yourself a social entrepreneur. What exactly does that mean?
Well, a social entrepreneur means supporting a social cause by way of a business venture. All of the proceeds from my company go directly towards my social cause, which is the environment.
That's amazing. Tell us more about your business.
Well, it started as a small idea at first. I was in Trinity Bellwoods with my homie Cornucopia, and while we were taking our weekly Tai Chi hip-hop dance class, Katy Perry's Firework came on when I literally saw a plastic bag drifting through the wind.
Very American Beauty of you.
Later that day, I saw another bag and another bag, and well, I thought to myself, what good is all of this plastic? Well, except for inspiring the greatest lyric in hip-hop music history. But then later that night, I went home, and I was shocked to find my own mother carrying her groceries home in those same plastic bags. I told her, Mom, you carry death, and not an acute, die in your sleep with your makeup still on kind of death. I'm talking about a seagull choking in front of the window at SoulCycle, but your feet are already locked in, and you don't know the bird Heimlich. That kind of death. Which is why I created at Airy Sags artisanal crocheted grocery totes, or Saggy's Baggies.
Saggy's Baggies?
Yes, I know what you're thinking. Airy, if you're using plastic bags to make your products, doesn't your company need plastic bags to continue operating? And you wouldn't be wrong. But we found a loophole. I've been melting down any plastic I can find to make our products.
You melt down plastic?
Yes! I carry a wireless blowtorch with me everywhere I go and melt down any plastic I can find. It's gonna be a part of the Molten Lava collection coming spring 2022.
That's just air pollution.
Indeed, it is. I'm so glad you caught on. Which brings me to why I'm here today. The trees are the lungs of the earth. And just like the trees, my lungs are dying. It turns out melting down plastic and inhaling the fumes is really bad for you. Almost as toxic as my ex-boyfriend. But you know, I love being an independent woman. And I always had a feeling I'd be a martyr. You know, Joan of Arc was the original girl boss. And just like her, I'm burning from the inside out.
Joan of Arc was burnt at the stake.
Oh, no worries. I'm a vegan.
I'm sorry, but what exactly are your profits going towards?
Great question. Well, as a social entrepreneur, it's very important to know what my social cause is. And when I started, I thought it was the environment. And, well, it still is. But I've now come to realize that the environment is me. I'm the thing that needs saving.
So you started a business to save the planet, got yourself sick, and you're now raising funds for your self-proclaimed martyrdom?
Okay, lung transplants don't pay for themselves. And, well, people want to believe that they're good people. Well, that's what Craig and Mark did. They made us believe that we could do anything, even while doing nothing. Look, if you think that you're saving the world by buying one of my Saggy Baggies, well then, I think it's fair to say I'm changing the world, one bag at a time.
We'll be right back after these messages. Whew. That Arian's a trip, eh?
Yeah, we actually went to the same high school. We were in the Meet a Wee club together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was just a kid. You know, I'm not as deluded as Arian. I'm different. Right? Right, guys?
And we're back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we're back. Now it's time for a little segment we like to call sartorial disruption or moral corruption. First up, white men tucking their t-shirts into jeans.
I'm not like Arian. She's just helping herself under the guise of a bigger cause. But what if Arian is right? I felt good about myself back in high school because I thought I was raising money for kids in Africa by selling those Meet a Wee bracelets. But it turns out all the money I raised just went back to me through all those expensive Wee Day concerts they put on for us. I'm a fraud. Who am I really helped? In our society, you just have to appear to be doing good to be considered a morally good person. So I've mastered convenience, but at whose cost? But also, what's this me talk? What about Craig and Mark? They taught us to always ask, how can I do the most while doing the least? They sold us the idea that individual actions are the best way to make a difference, and then made a huge profit off of us believing them. And where did that get us? A whole generation who thinks using saggy baggies will save the planet? If my individual actions can't make real change on a grand scale, why do anything at all? Don't systemic issues need systemic responses? Oh God, I'm just one person. How am I supposed to save the world?
It's your line.
Well, there you have it, folks. Tune in next week when we investigate what's more chuggy, white saviorism or moral relativism. Good night.
Sorry, cut it.